Okay, this is Lynn Lindbergh, and you're listening to the Health and Fitness Motivation Podcast. This is another energy series here, and we are talking about something to get a little more energy in our life that doesn't cost us anything, doesn't necessarily take any extra time, but actually helps us get a little bit more energy. And this is part of a series for the month of October. And today I am talking about something called carb coma, or carbohydrate coma, or carbohydrate overload. Yes. So here's what it is. And this is not really specifically the science of it, but more the image of it. If I eat a bunch of carbs, so say a bowl of pasta for dinner, a bowl of ice cream instead of dinner, a lunch that's full of a lot of fruits, which, by the way, fruits are not bad. Fruits are good for you, but a fruit-heavy, big bread sandwich with some chips on the side and a soda pop, a ton of carbs. Most people's bodies go into something called carb coma. And it's essentially this thing where the way the body metabolizes all of those carbohydrates, your body metabolizes them differently than the way they metabolize fats and proteins. And so what you want to do with this trick here is to get more energy, make sure your meals are balanced, because the tricky part is our human bodies, we really need a certain amount of carbs in order to have energy and to have a well-balanced diet. And I know a lot of people are going keto, a lot of people are going low carb, no carb, all of that. That's a whole nother thing we podcasted a whole bunch about before. Talk to me sometime. I'll help you figure that one out. But general rule of thumb, we want to have some carbs in our body. We want to have that with our meals. We want it to be balanced. And so what you do today for this is whenever you have a choice of foods, because I know some of us, we just get what we get, right? But when you have a choice, make the choice to do something that's more focused on protein with some carbs. And what some carbs? Some carbs, again, ballpark rule of thumb here in generalities, because I don't know all your details about you, but general rule of thumb is carbs could be about a half a cup. So like a half a cup of beans, or a half a cup of some kind of a starchy vegetable, a potato, a sweet potato, half a cup of fruit. Depending on the fruit, it could be a little bit more. But in a sitting, if you have proteins with some carbs, then you can have those carbs for energy, but you don't have so much carbs that your body does this whole weird metabolism thing where you end up just wigging out and you end up crashing. It's more complex than that. It has to do with your insulin, sugar levels, hormones, blah, blah, blah. So this one isn't like a magic, immediately I can have more energy, but think of yourself right now. And think, like if it's breakfast time right now and you're listening to this, think to yourself, do I want to have energy or more energy? Or do I want to have a shot at having more energy than I normally do in the afternoon? If so, experiment with it. Have a lunch that has less carbs, but balanced, and then see how you do in the afternoon. You will be amazed. And this isn't necessarily like a magic thing that you can turn on and off, like putting gas in your car, right? It's a little more complicated than that. But do this over several weeks and you'll begin to realize, oh my gosh, I maybe don't have that crash in the morning needing a second cup of coffee. Oh, I don't necessarily crash as much in the afternoon. To see if it could be just one more little incremental change to help you. We'll take it, won't we? We'll take every one we get. So, alrighty, friends, there it is. It doesn't take you any more time, any more effort. It's just a matter of choices. Avoid the carbohydrate coma. And if you want me to work with you more on this, head on over to couch2active.com. Sign up for anything with me. And we'll work together and we'll get you going. That's couch2active.com.